So first we'll see in last class uh, we did this, but now again for the somewhat brush up we'll take it again. लास्ट क्लास में देखा था, फिर भी एक बार देख लेंगे. पिन डिस्क्रिप्शन of Arduino Uno, because today will be uh, for morning session and afternoon session, that is morning session now 10 to 11 and afternoon it's 2 to 3 p.m. In both these two sessions, first session we'll see how to install Arduino IDE, right? How to install it, how to, from where we need to select the software, how to download it, how to install it, and what is the purpose of installing the external software, right? We'll discuss all these things. In second class, means 2 p.m. session, we'll work out on how to connect the board to the computer, how to upload the program, whatever program we write, how to upload that program on board. That means how to program the board, how to program the board, how to execute the program, how to see the output, all those things we'll see in second session. Okay, so before than that, we need to know little bit of Arduino board actually, or pins, right? Main pins actually. So first here you can see the pin number 1, like the part number 1, which is USB part over there to connect your Arduino Uno board to the computer. Why we connect basically computer to Arduino Uno board? Because we write program in computer, but that program need to dump, that program need to load on this board, Arduino Uno board. For that purpose we connect with one cable. We'll see what kind of cable we require there actually, right? All those details I'll let you know. So with cable we connect from computer to board, right? So that your board can be programmed. Got it or not? So then if you see the second pin, which is power jacket actually. Okay, power jacket. Why this power jacket actually? Because see, you cannot connect always your computer to the board. Got it or not? Because see, these kind of boards, it's a small board that can be we can develop a dedicated task. We can develop a dedicated task on this board actually. So for example, let's say weighing machine काटा, right? जो तोलने का काटा होता है ना, या काटा, right? So for that application, sorry, one second, someone please mute all your voice please. Right? So for that for those kind of applications we can't connect computer always there. Just imagine that a sabji wala we sat in a street and selling his sabji there, then can he connect a computer and use his kata? No. So for that, for there we need a small power jack actually, so that 5 volts voltage may be connected to that. Got it or not? So see, first one port it is mainly to connect to the computer and dump the code. That will be a one-time task. After that, you can connect to pin number 2 and your task will be executed again and again. Okay. Then third one, it is voltage regulator. Why? Sometimes see here we required, like most of the cases, 3.7 volts to select some 5 volts, but certain timings actually some higher voltage it will be coming, means it will affect the board. For that like to sustain around till 20 volts, we use voltage jock here, sorry, voltage regulator here, right? And next if you see the please mute your voice. And fourth pin, that is your crystal oscillator actually. Why? To generate the clock over clock on the board to deal with the time issues. So I'll let you know. What are the time issues and where we need these kind of like these things. I'll let you know those things in programming. So don't worry about that. And next, if you fifth pin is there, fifth and 17th pin. If you see fifth pin, can you see? Okay, this fifth pin and this 17th pin. These two pins are actually reset pins. Sorry. Please mute your voice, please. Please mute your voice. Don't disturb others, please. Please.
ऑप्शंस
आप अपना वॉइस बंद कर लीजिए, प्लीज. Right? So here, if you see the 15 and 17 pin, these two are actually the, reset buttons. 17th one is button and 5th one is it is reset. That means, see, you can by pressing 17. See, what is reset? Reset is that whatever task it is written for this on this board, that can be repeated again. That can be repeated from fresh actually. Got it or not? Right? So sometimes we need like direct reset from 17. You just press it and you can reset it. But from 5th actually it can be accessible from other device. Right? So why we reset how we reset with external device, in due course we'll let you know. Okay. Then 6th one. 1 second, just I want to deal with these people who are one second, please. I'm muting. I'm going to mute all people. Okay. Yes, please. Now, so 17, by pressing 17, we can just reset it, and by 5th, we can reset it from some external devices like some from other boards, right? Which can be, which now in that case, this Arduino Uno can be a subboard actually, right? And 6th one, it is 3.3 volts. See, in some sensors, like see, we can connect sensors to get the data on this board now, right? Please, why you are again unmuting your voices? Please mute, please. It can be disturbance for the other, right? आप अपना वॉइस को म्यूट कर लीजिए प्लीज, बाकी के लोग को डिस्टर्बेंस होगा ना. Right? Then 6th one, it is like some other sensors which might be connected on your Arduino Uno board. They are like sensitive. We can't use more than 3.3 volts over there, right? We'll see those things also. Like for example, not even sensors, other parts also, like let's say ESP8266, which is a Wi-Fi. So here, if you connect, if you want to connect this to internet, then we need some communication device over this, some communication device which is installed over on this board. In that application, we need Wi-Fi which connects this board to internet actually. So now in that case, we need voltage like 3.3 volts, right? And many other applications also, there are many other sensors which require only 3.3 volts. So the 6th one, if you see here, this allows you to get 3.3 volts output from here, right? And this 5 volts, it is 5 volts of output from here. So certain cases you may require 5 volts, and certain cases you may require 3.3 volts. So wherever you require whatever voltage, you can use from these pins. Then ground, 2 ground pins are there here. And even one more ground pin it is there here. You can observe above 13th pin. Yes, one more ground pin it is there here. right? In our next coming application, we'll use this ground and this 13th pin, and execute. We will perform a task of blinking LED, right? Okay, so in next in afternoon class we'll see that. So this is ground and this is okay. So here to one more ground it is there here now. And if you see here V in, then what is this V in actually? What is this V in actually? V in means, see, I told you, see, either you can supply power through USB connected to the computer in your laboratory experiments, or you can connect power through a power jack of 5 volts from here, or you can connect a power through the pin. From this pin also you can connect power actually. That means you might have got power from what is that in your laboratory. Okay, so from there you can connect it from here, right? And these all are analog pins, A0 to A5. The 6 pins are analog pins, and these 14 pins 0, 1, 2, 3 till 13 are digital pins. Again, why we need analog, why we need digital, where we need analog, where we need digital, I'll let you know in due course. Okay, in today's example we'll be using the digital pin. Why not analog pin, why digital pin? Before explaining these things, I'll let you know what is analog and what is digital, and where analogs are needed and where digitals are needed. Because some sensors are analog in nature, they get their data in analog form. For that we need to use analog pins, and for certain outputs we need digital data. That means the output either on or off. Based on the analog sensor data, the output it is on or off. So we have discussed in previous class one example that what is that, soil moisture controlled motor, right? In that A0 to A5, see, you can connect some sensor, soil moisture sensor to A0. That means whatever data it is coming on A0, it is analog in nature, because soil moisture, it can be any value. Got it or not? It can be any value. So we need to decide a particular threshold, how much water content is required for that particular plant, right? So if water content, okay, then now let's say, because water content which is not at all there for that plant, that means what, soil moisture it is very low, that means soil moisture is less than the particular value, threshold value. Then what we do, in output pin, any one of these output pin connected to switch actually, that switch, it allows your motor to on, then it flows water to plant. And once the enough content, water content received to plant, then that means what, where we install soil moisture sensor also, then the soil moisture automatically it will up to the particular it will be greater than the particular threshold point. Then what it will happen, again it will decide, it will write 0, means digital off on switch, so that motor it will be off. So we are connecting sensor from here, analog sensor, we are getting digital output from here, right? So in due course I'll let you know. So this will be the main processor, and here certain these are LEDs. Sometime LED it will be there in this line only. So here on this board it is here. That means power LED. When you connect to the power, immediately this LED it starts glowing. Okay, transmitter receiver. When you connect your board to internet or whatever, then what will happen, for each and transmitter and reception of data, it's blinking these transmitter and receiver pins, right? And here if you see the 16th pin here, the 16th pin allows you to reference connect the reference voltage. Because see, here we are using 5 volts, then a reference, it is required some it is connected to some external thing, that which use as the reference voltage actually. Okay, so this is a brief description about the Arduino Uno board. Okay, same things are explained here. If you want, you can just go through once. Okay. So each and everything it is explained here. uh, and also guys, I'll be sharing you all my slides. Okay, because it will be very difficult because I have not prepared all these slides before. So I am preparing the slides for 1 hour class, means it will be taking like more than 2 to 3 hours for me, because somewhere videographs also required, right? And the system here, it is not directly taking the video, so I'm using one more software to insert my videos in between the slides, right? So I'm doing all those things. So in because I'm going to share you my slides in PDF format. So you cannot play video over there. You can see just here itself in class. But after today, I'll be sharing you uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes details actually. Means 3 previous classes and today's 2 classes. So by today evening, I'll be going to share you. So how I'll let you know later. Okay, in today's evening class, I mean at the end of evening class, we'll discuss. And so please go through these things. Okay. And see here 11 to 16 pins. Please mute your voice, please. Okay. Now uh, we actually go for today's okay. Then now Arduino installation and programming. Arduino installation and programming we'll see now, because we even discussed about this one in previous class also. Here we write program in computer. Please mute your voice, please. Okay, we write program on computer. We write program on computer because you directly cannot write program on board. There is no possibility actually. So we write program on computer. Then after writing the program, we connect over USB and we transfer that program to the board. But before that, first see here, how can you write program? How will you write program on computer? Just by opening your desktop, you cannot write program, right? It won't allow you to write program, right? Let's say you cannot write your program in by opening just a Word document. You cannot write a program by using just your notepad. Got it or not? So for that, actually one environment it is required, one platform it is required. So Arduino having its own, because Arduino having its own environment, that is Arduino integrated development environment. Actually IDE means integrated development environment. So here you can write by, so to write program, first you need to install this Arduino IDE on your computer. Okay, once you install this Arduino IDE, there you can open your sketch there and you can write, means your editor you can open over there and you can write the program. After writing program, because you write program like int certain like int LED value is equal to 13th pin. So these all in your language, but this board it doesn't understand that language, right? So that means that because we write in high level language. High level language means your syntaxes like some int, char, right? If, for all these things are high level things, actually high level language. From that high level to low level, that means in binary format kind of thing, because these boards they understand only binary kind of thing actually, right? There are many things like assembly, all these things are there, but I'm not going to deal all those things now. Just I'm directly like I want to understand you that actually the program which is written here, that is your mnemonics. Mnemonics are like your daily in daily in your language on daily basis, whatever words you are using, though in those words only you can write program here. But those words, those mnemonics are not understood by this board actually. It cannot be in understandable format actually. What we need to do, we need to convert that high level language to low level language. That also it can be done by this Arduino IDE. That means that software. That means what? Before working with Arduino board, first you need to install the software, Arduino IDE software, which is open source and free of cost. It is available, right? So then after that you can start writing the programs. Okay, so some brief about Arduino IDE. It's an open source platform. Okay. So here you can because this is almost, I mean, like it's ready-made. You can start programming directly. As we discussed, we need to write the program in IDE and upload it to the physical board from computer, right? Then from where we can download the IDE software. We can download the IDE software from here, right? If we click on this one, it will opens. Yeah, it will take to you the Arduino website. So from here, for what operating system you need, because your computer, it might be Windows, it might be Linux, or it might be Mac OS. That means Apple laptop, right? So for whatever the system, you just download it. Okay, so downloaded the zip format, yes, and save it to the particular folder, and from there you just unzip it, and once you unzip, you can find there the application. See, please follow all these steps. Please follow all these steps, because today or tomorrow you require these things, right? Even after, I mean, after lockdown, you might be going to your institute, and in your institute system you may require this one to install, right? So please follow these steps actually, right? So after unzip, you find a application file over there, that is .exe file. Just double click on this to start IDE. That means it will take a little bit of time to install that, and automatically it will open for you to write the programs actually. So it looks like this one. Once you download it in zip folder and in zip format, once you unzip it, you can find these things. For this Arduino application file, you can just click over on that, so that it will be installed automatically. And once the installation will finishes, it will open the Arduino IDE environment for you to write the programs, to start with your programs, right? So here, once the IDE is installed, right? Once it is installed and once it is open, you can write the project, like you can write your own program in two ways. You can do programming in two ways. One thing it is that create your own new project, or open an existing project from example. So first I'll let you know, you people might be fearing that, sir, we are not good at programming. We don't even know nuts and bolts about programming. Then how it will be like, हमको कुछ पता ही नहीं है सर प्रोग्राम के बारे में. प्रोग्राम कैसा लिखना है, क्या लिखना है, कुछ भी पता नहीं है. हम लोग कभी देखे भी नहीं है प्रोग्राम कैसा लिखना है, क्या लिखना है. हम लोग को कैसा होगा ये. देखिए, यहाँ आपको इस चीज का बारे में ज्यादा मतलब वरी करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. नो नीड टू वरी, नो नीड टू बी पैनिक, क्योंकि जो आर्डिनो का प्रोग्रामिंग है, एक्चुअली आर्डिनो में हम लोग प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं बोल सकते इसको, है तो प्रोग्रामिंग है लेकिन प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं बोल सकते इसको, कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बोल सकते हैं हम इसको। क्योंकि आप लोग को अच्छी तरह से पता है, मान लीजिए आपका मोबाइल फोन है ना, आपको तो इस हिसाब से कुछ पता ही नहीं होना चाहिए फिर, लेकिन आप अपना मोबाइल फोन इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो ना, इसका मतलब है कि एक्चुअली यहां ये आर्डिनो प्रोग्रामिंग में आपको किस जॉब करवाने के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए एक्चुअली, बस वो पता रहना चाहिए, ये जॉब करवाने के लिए मुझे क्या चाहिए, और वो चीज वो ब्लॉक आपको कहीं ना कहीं से मिल जाएगा, कहीं ना कहीं नहीं, इसी का मतलब एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, आर्डिनो का एक बहुत बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां आपको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा, आप वहां से उठा सकते हो डायरेक्टली अपना प्रोग्राम, मतलब प्रोग्राम नहीं, फिर मैं आपको अगेन एंड अगेन बोल रहा हूं, इसको बोलते हैं हम कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, मतलब कि आपका टास्क, आपको जो टास्क चाहिए उसी का जैसा आप अपना बोर्ड को कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हो, और उसी को बोला जाता है प्रोग्रामिंग। मतलब यहां एक चीज बहुत क्लियर है, अगर if you are going to use, let's say one particular example, now I am going to blink my LED, तो ये एलईडी को ब्लिंक करवाने के लिए मुझे एक्चुअली कैसा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करना पड़ेगा, राइट? मतलब ये क्रिएट न्यू प्रोजेक्ट जहां है ना, मतलब कि जो चीज ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग में नहीं है, मतलब ऑलमोस्ट ऑल थिंग्स आर एग्जिस्टिंग एक्चुअली, बट if you find that whatever task you required which is not existing here, let's say one example, if you want to track your like जो सिटी में है उनका तो मैं बोल सकता हूं उसका बाइक, राइट? और लाइक फॉर स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर के केस यू वांट टू ट्रैक योर एनिमल्स, जैसे गाय भैंस जो भी है, आप ट्रैक करना चाहते हो उसको, वो कहाँ कहाँ जा रहा है, कहाँ कहाँ घूम रहा है, फिर वापस शाम को घर में आ रहा है कि नहीं, राइट? एंड दोज पीपल वांट टू ट्रैक देयर बाइक, राइट? आप अपने फ्रेंड को बाइक दे दिया, वो कहाँ कहाँ घूम रहा है, फिर वापस आ रहा है कि नहीं, right? Right now where he is actually, so for that one we need some GPS application. अब ये GPS, for this GPS application, see, you are not going to write anything there, almost all libraries are there, or you need to know how to use that library. अगेन यहां लाइब्रेरी मतलब सब कुछ जो ऑलरेडी बनाया हुआ है, राइट? आपको ऊपर में जस्ट मेंशन कर देना है कि हैश इंक्लूड सर्टेन लाइक gps.h, और वो सब कुछ वहां से कॉल कर लेगा, और आपको अभी अपना प्रोग्रामिंग बहुत छोटे छोटे 2-3 लाइन में पूरा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा कि या मतलब कौन सा वेरिएबल को कैसा सेट करना है, गॉट इट और नॉट? क्योंकि आप जो जीपीएस वहां यूज कर रहे हो उसका मतलब व्हाट आर दी स्टैंडर्ड्स, और उसको इंटरनेट कनेक्शंस वगैरह वगैरह सब कुछ के लिए जो भी आपका एसएसआईडी, मतलब वाईफाई पासवर्ड यूजर नेम सब कुछ जो वो तो प्रोग्राम में मेंशन करना होगा ना, बस वही चीज आप चेंज कर सकते हो, you need to require only change those kind of things, little things actually. That means whatever it is existing, you need to change it to according to your convenience, according to your particular task, right? So here all the people, all the students who are like going for Arduino experiments or Arduino this one, no need to worry about programming here, no need to worry about programming. Even I'm not bothering about, like, I don't write my own code here actually, I rarely write code, right? So don't bother about that, right? You are intended for like a technician, not like scientist, right? So how to like install the things, and uh, uh, after installation whether it is going correct or not, and you need to monitor it, that is your job actually, right? So create a new project or open an existing project example. In two ways you can program uh, your Arduino boards, right? So we'll discuss both the things here now. So first thing, to create a new project. How to create a new project? See, after installation finished, directly your Arduino IDE, it will open this base one. On that, you just need to click on file, right? So that one new, this kind of thing, it will come up, and which leads to this window. Okay, I'll show you. Um, Yes, I'll show you here how to see. This is basically my desktop background. So here Arduino IDE after installation, because I told you how to install it and how all these things, how to download and install it. So if you just double click on this, so I'll just play a video here now. So you can just follow here. Double click there, it opened this one. So preparing boards, installing packages, everything, it will start automatically. Take a bit of time. Yes, so this it will open up for you, right? So from there, just click on file, a new, click on that, so that it will open. And now this will be your like new project actually. Your new, if you want to write something on your own, right? Again, I told you to write something on your own. In that case, you can access the already existing libraries. Suppose if you want to connect certain LED matrix, which is 8x8 LED matrix. So there, how to make work of that 8x8 LED, so that I can show my name over there, or I can show my name over on those 8x8 LED, which is scrolling over actually. जैसा बस में स्क्रोलिंग होता है, जैसा बहुत सारा जगह हम लोग देखते हैं वो स्क्रोलिंग होता रहता है, वो कैसा करना है? Then first you need to there actually you need particular library. What library we need it? So we can get all these things in GitHub, right? JTHUB. There we can get all these things. I'll in due course I'll let you know all those things also. How to select a particular library, how to make work of your particular task. Those things, each and everything, I'll let you know. Okay, in due course. Then how to open an existing project actually, right? You can just follow over there. Just select file tab, whichever it is there on top. From there, example, there basics, then blink, because I want to open a blink which is already existing program. Then this is the thing. Again, I'll show you with this thing. Here, if you click on this, then it will open examples. These many examples are there, not these many. If you scroll down, lot more examples are there actually, right? So first basics, because your blink program, it is there in basics. So you need to find it on your own where that particular example is there, which is required for you and all. So basics, from there, blink. If you click on that, then that blink program, it will open here, right? Okay. If you don't understood, then again, because see, I am explaining in three ways actually. First thing, I explain you in normal texture line, right? If you don't understand that, yes, you may go through graphical. Otherwise, I'll explain through the video also. Yes. So now, just file, from there, examples, yes, from there, basics. In basic, there are many programs are there. You select your particular program of blink, click on that, then your blink program, it will be opened, because here the writer, developer, he wrote many things there. We don't need all these. See, these things are not about program. Your program starts from void setup, right? So this is your program actually. From here to here, this is your program, right? And these are all comments. You know, see where double slash it is there. That is comment actually. Comment about what is this program line actually, right? Description about the each and every line of your program to understand you actually. Got it or not? So see, this is part of the, this is not part of the program. See this line, this double slash initialize digital pin, that it is not part of the program. Only these lines are the part of the program, right? Only these are the part of the program, and these are just comment about the program. Got it or not? Okay. Again, if you want to note down these steps somewhere, just please, which is required also. Okay, because later now it's okay, but once the session finished, you might be getting some confusion, right? So in how many ways can we open the program? Okay, and what are the steps? You need to follow that. Right? So guys, actually again in afternoon session I'll be going with some tight this one a session there, programming everything it is required. It won't be possible for me to give this announcement. Do one thing, then how can share you these slides? That is my major concern now. Um, do one thing, create your own WhatsApp group. If you are from, let's say, NSTA Dehradun or from other NSTIs, please create your, because otherwise you might have your own groups over there. So please do one thing, you just add my number in that group, and I'll give you my number here. Yeah, you just take over from these things. This is my number. It's WhatsApp number. You add me in that group so that I'll post this PDF uh, uh, slides PDF that group. Okay, please note down my number. All respective groups of like NSTA Dehradun or NSTA Allahabad, whoever आप जो भी हैं, प्लीज ये नंबर ले लीजिए, और इवन NSTA रामंतपुर, आप ये नंबर ले लीजिए, मुझे आपका ग्रुप में ऐड कर दीजिए कि मैं आपका मतलब अपना PDF स्लाइड्स मैं आपको शेयर कर सकूं. ओके, नाउ एनी डाउट्स प्लीज? कोई डाउट से तो पूछ लीजिए अभी. You may unmute now and you just ask your doubts now till this one, because if anyone not understood anything means in afternoon session it might be a problem for you. आप अभी कुछ अगर समझ में नहीं आया तो फिर बाद में आपको और डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा. ओके, इसलिए जो भी डाउट्स वगैरह है तो यहाँ पूछ सकते हैं।
नागेंद्र जी, you have 15 minutes more.
सर थोड़ी देर में, अभी 2-3 मिनट में वाइंड अप ही कर देगा सर।
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है।
हाँ, हो जाएगा सर।